Okay, so it's Wednesday of race week here at the Isle of Man, and we're here with the virtual team. Obviously, these guys took the race win earlier on in the week. They were online for a 120 mile an hour lap, but they had such a big lead, they rolled it off, believe it or not, and still won the race by 40, 50 seconds. But what I find fascinating about sidecars is the technical stuff that goes on inside. From a guy who raced two wheels, it's just like a whole new world. So I'm just trying to give you a little bit of an overview. So at the front, essentially car racing brakes, but the brake is not done by this lever. All the braking is done by the left foot. Now the left foot operates all three brakes, but the main braking is done on the front. And because the tyre is a big fat slick, the sidecar outfit with passenger and fuel would outbrake a superbike. And one of these at Donington Park is actually quicker than a superbike down cranny curves and on the braking because of the huge amount of grip that's caused by the three slick tyres. What also I find amazing is that the fuel, there's no pit stops on a sidecar. So a sidecar must have to carry 38 to 40 litres of fuel. So if we had the fuel to the outfit, to the virtual boys, who are athletes and slim, unlike, some of the sidecar teams, you're looking at around 350 kilograms. So that's 350 kilograms with a 600cc engine lapping at 120 mile an hour around the TT. So essentially this weighs as much as a Honda Goldwing, but he's doing 120 mile an hour average. That to me is kind of mind-blowing. A few more little technical aspects of the bike. Gears is on the right foot, push back and pull forward. This lever here is kind of like an emergency brake for scrutineering. So if this brake fails, then they have another brake to stop. So it's not all done on one reservoir. Suspension travel is around 5 to 10 mil. Not a lot much more. So when you're going through the bumpy sections, through Ginger Hall, through there, it's absolutely pasting. The passenger takes and the driver takes such a kicking. The guys will run a race engine in the race, but this is a practice engine. The practice engine is as what it is for practice, and the engines are not swapped by mechanics. The engines are swapped by the guys who are riding the outfits, and this is throughout the sidecar paddock. So another thing that I love about sidecar racing is that the guys don't disappear and sit in a motorhome. The guys are in here till 3 o'clock, elbow down in grease, putting their machines together. So each platform is unique for each outfit, and each passenger requires different handles in a different combination. But essentially, this is all the passengers have to rely on. So there's one handle here, obviously for when you're tucked in, flat out on the straights. These sections here with grippers on are obviously to push against when you're reaching across the outfit. And this is the brake here, which is obviously done by the driver, which operates all three brakes. Most of the time, the passenger is just tucked in absolutely flat out. Some passengers will actually count and know where they are from bumps. So rather than looking and then jumping out at the correct point, they'll know that they hit a bump and then 2 seconds after, that corner is there and they will jump out. It's absolutely immense what the passengers can do and the drivers. Because the driver is also laid across the airbox and across the cylinder head, and he's taking a pounding. It really hits you in the chest because there's so little suspension travel. What these guys and girls do to get around this island, I find absolutely fascinating.